Thanks to our use of the parent portal, parents and guardians can now have access to family students' census data and can update it when and if they need to. We're asking all parents and guardians to update their family census information via the parent portal, and you should receive information regarding this from your student's school. This video will show you how to access this student information and how to edit it. So I'm logged into the parent portal as a parent, and I'm going to go to the menu on the left side of the screen. I'm going to go to the More item at the bottom of the menu. As you can see, the online registration link is at the bottom of this menu. I'm going to go ahead and click it.
You will see two choices: new student registration for the current year and existing student registration for the current year. Go to the Start button on the far right of the screen in the Existing Student row and click on it. The next screen will list existing students from your family that are currently registered in our district. You will need to complete the online registration for all students in your family. Click the blue Begin Registration button. Next, you will see a welcome screen. Type your first and last name in the field provided, and then do the best job you can to sign your name on the line that is listed there. Just doing your initials will work too. Click the blue Submit button when you are finished signing your name. The following screen will be another welcome screen, but you should see the district logo at the bottom. This screen lists the materials you will want to gather or prepare in order to complete the online registration. When you are ready to begin, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click the Begin button. Throughout this process, you will view information that is already in our system. If the information is current and correct, you will often click Next and then Save and Continue. You should see the home phone number for the student. Click the Next button. This screen lists the student's home address. If the home address is not correct, click the button that the home address listed is no longer current, and this will open up an area to enter in a new address. If this is something that you do, you will also need to upload a utility bill that shows your current address. Once you've done this, go ahead and click the Next button at the bottom of the screen. The next screen will inquire about there being a separate mailing address. By default, the household has no separate mailing address is checked. If you do indeed have a separate mailing address, then uncheck that box and you will be prompted to fill in the fields with that mailing address. Whether you have a separate mailing address or not, click the Save and Continue button to move on. In the next screen, you'll start updating the parent-guardian information. Any people listed and highlighted in yellow will need to update their information. Start by clicking the Edit Review button on the right side of the screen. Make sure that the fields with a red asterisk are correct and completed. Check the box if that parent lives at the address listed below. When done, click the Next button. This screen is where the parent will enter their contact information if it is different from what is shown. You must enter at least one phone number. If you have an email address, then enter it in the field provided. Otherwise, check the box that is next to Has no email. Click the Save and Continue button when finished. You will see that you are back at the parent-guardian screen, only now there should be a green check mark in the first parent's row to show that their information is completed. If there are no other parents or guardians, click the Save/Continue button to move on. If there's another parent, then click the Edit Review button on the right side of the yellow row for that parent.
You will go through this process for any remaining parents or guardians, emergency contacts, any other family members that live in the home who are not registered within our school district, and of course, the student information. Each time, making sure that the fields with the red asterisk are completed and correct. As stated before, most of you will be viewing information already within our system, and you will be often clicking the Next buttons and the Save and Continue buttons when you have finished a section. After you have reviewed and updated the parent, emergency contact, and student information, you will come to the section about release agreements such as media, field trips, and technology. It is important that you read through the choices and check off the appropriate checkboxes for your selections.
Click the link to view the acceptable use policy. This will take you to that web page on the district site for you to review. Click back on the tab or window for Infinite Campus to complete the registration process. Do your best to sign your name in the box provided. then click the Save Continue button to move on. You will see that you are back at the student screen, only now there should be a green check mark in the student's row to show that their information is completed. Click the Save Continue button to move on. Finally, you are at the point where you can submit your registration application. If you wish to review the data you have entered, you can go back to the area in question to do so, or you can click the Application Summary PDF link at the bottom of the window to review the information. If you are ready to submit, then simply hit the red Submit button. You will be asked to confirm that you really are ready to submit the registration. Once you do so, though, you will not be able to modify the information after submitting. If you are ready, then click the Confirm button. The final window will thank you for completing the online registration, and it will allow you also to download a PDF copy of all the data you've submitted. Keep in mind, if you need assistance with this process, please call 207-729-9961, extension 1052, during business hours, or leave a message, and a representative will be back in touch with you the next business day.